Good morning, everyone. I haven't did an update. I haven't done an update in a while. So here's where we are. I'm going to scan out in a little bit, or probably hold this camera by hand, so you can see the whole thing. Because I'm, yeah, and the roosters. But thought I'd give you a little update. So those of you that regularly follow these projects, you'll see there's not much more been done. Uh, I have been in a funk for a number of months, so haven't felt like doing anything. So let's move it around and see, because now we're feeling better. So you can see that I am almost to the top of the crown. Um, I'll give you statistics in a moment, but first I want to remind you all to like the video, watch it, watch it. Don't watch it too many times in a row. Don't watch it too often, but do put it on your regular rotation if you wouldn't mind, because that helps. YouTube's smart enough to know if somebody's just trying to, uh, pad the numbers. So I don't want you to do that. And plus, that's kind of boring to watch the same thing all the time. But if you give it a watch every once in a while, I really would appreciate it. Leave some comments. It's been quiet. I'm hardly getting any comments on any video. So getting a few extra comments is really nice, and I love answering questions, and I love just saying hello. So if all your comment is hi koi koi, then cool, that's great. I would absolutely love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. That way you can click the little bell icon and be notified when a new video is posted. It's not all the same thing. I've got several different interests. Um, Maybe I'll have one soon on the birds again, because they are infiltrating every video with their song. And share if you know anybody that is into beading, might be interested in this. Let them know. So here's my reference photo, and those little dots are just me checking off where I am. So you can see these little dots. Let's see if I can do this. There we go, right up here at the top. That's the row I just completed a little bit ago. So I don't have much more of the color. You will see my notes there in my bad handwriting. This piece is going to be expanded, because once I did this, I decided that I'm going to try a different method of presenting this. What's the word I want? Making it ready for view. So more on that later. I want to try it out before I actually tell anybody how it miserably failed or how it worked well. Let's see, where are we? We are, so far I have completed 193 rows. 193. And this little guy is 196 beads across, which makes him like about 11 and a half inches right now. I am going to do some work in a minute that I'll tell you about. So doing some quick math, we have so far used 37,828 beads. Getting there. And what I realized is, see how close this is to the edge here? Well, if I was doing it the way I always have, which is to have some extra rows, wrap it around a dowel, add some finals, and it's more like a tapestry. Let's go up over to the other ones. Excuse all the mess. So the other ones that I have mounted, I don't have all of them not mounted, but on display. But you can see there's the very first piece, first full-size one that I did right there, which looks amazingly like the one I have right now. So that's what I'm doing. For those of you that are new, I started with that piece because he was the inspiration for this, and I wasn't real thrilled. I wonder if I could do it from this far away. Yes, I know. So you recognize some of these. Let's see. Okay, great. So it was okay. I was thrilled. But there's some things about this I didn't like. Look at the top of the nose. Ick. For very first piece, I was thrilled. You can see I have some funky stuff down at the bottom where I was trying to figure out how I was doing the mounting. So this one will never see any kind of public display. But as I increase this one, there's Monkey Zuma. I was getting better. The second one I don't have up. The fourth piece, so this is the third. The fourth piece went to somebody. And then this is the fifth piece. I showed this off to somebody the other day. I had a show and tell. And they could not believe this was my fifth piece. There are times I can't believe that this is my fifth piece. If we have another state fair ever, which I'm sure we will, but not this year, this guy will be entered into that one. And then, so I thought I would do... Tripods are hard to deal with. Let's turn it into a selfie stick. Close up of the tiny, tiny beads. There we go. So I'm redoing and comparing apples to apples. I'm much more impressed. Now you see some rippling here. That's okay. That's just an effect of the pressure that the tension that the piece is on right now on the loom. When it comes off, I let it rest for a few days off the loom and off the pressure, and it kind of all evens out. The crown, I actually took out some pieces in the middle, right about in here, and redid it because I didn't like this line. Still don't quite like this line, but I just don't have it in me to fix it again. And some of the stuff in here I'm not really crazy about. It's not as smooth a transition as I would like, but gives me something to improve upon, I guess. But what I'm going to try to do with this one, I don't want to go into too much detail, is to mount it and mat it. And that way, I don't know how to, it just looks more like a finished portrait than it does a tapestry, so to speak, or a scroll. So I'm going to experiment a little bit with this one and see what I can do. I think that's about all I have as far as an update. You can see my junky room. You can see me. You can see the sleeping doggies. Here's the sleeping Lily. And in the bed in the corner, oh, there he is. He's got his head hanging off the edge of his bed, is Mr. Diapered Oliver. You can see that's a mirror there, so there's a little bit of duplication of, I don't have as many beads as it looks like I have, but I've got a fair amount of beads. For you that know, I did do another video on how much stuff this hobby does. And in order to get the detail that I want, let's go back to the picture, you got to have a lot of colors. You know, if I had one red and one black and one white, you can do it, but it's rather two-dimensional. What I've done here, let's see if it works if I back up. Then you can get a lot more depth uh, by using the smallest beads you possibly can, and the biggest array of colors, so that you can get some detail, and rather than it looking like the old one, which like I said, was very two-dimensional. Sorry, having trouble pretending that I know how to use a selfie stick. There we go, so I can set him down again. If I could back up enough to really make this whole image come into view. Sorry, too early in the morning to actually do this, but to get it to look sort of like the image to the left, it takes a lot more than just having one gold or one black. So there's a lot of different beads. Some are opaque, some have a translucence to it, some are completely transparent, some have the color on the inside of the tube, so that it has a different effect than the outside. So that's partially why Miyuki uses has like 1,100 colors in their palette. Yeah, I can find the exact same cranberry color, but the effect that bead has is completely different. And I don't know what cranberry came to line, other than a future project that I have is taking tens of thousands of a particular color. I think I had to buy 17 tubes plus whatever I had on hand, just to make this thing pop. So yeah, when you have a background that's white, you use a lot of white. You have a background that is cranberry, you use a lot of cranberry. But it's got to be the right one in order to get the right effect. Anyway, I've rambled for way too long. I appreciate everybody that has views my my videos. Really appreciate those that like, comment, subscribe, and share. So take a moment, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so, and leave me some comments. Let me know what's going on in your world, what you think about this, what you think about the noisy birds, whatever you'd like. Love y'all. Bye.